Hi guys, me with my pretty hair. It is January the 2nd, 2017 at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is 62, 63 degrees out there today. It's supposed to be a high of 75 in Central Texas, USA. And I was looking down my comments and I ran across one that prompted me to think about doing a quick little video, and I am going to do one because I ain't got nothing else to do. But this is related to the Elio. It's just going to be a quickie. Elio Motors. And anyway, this is the comment. I'll read the comment and then I'll give you some info. Some good stuff. You'll like it. He says, are these guys, he's given this comment is in response to a video I did about Elio Motors. He says, are these guys ever going to get these cars ready for sale? At this rate, it will take more than 10 years to fill the reserve orders. I've been waiting for quite some time to buy this car. If they ever do come out, it will be like buying a 1957 Chevy in 1985. Kind of like those Chevy body styles that last for 10 years or more. You won't be able to tell the difference between a 2018 and a 2028. I really like this vehicle and everything about where it will be built, but it looks like a scam. Now production has moved up to 2018. Which will be first, the Elio car or the James Webb telescope? If someone out there is taking bets, my money is on the telescope. But anyway, let me go back here. It says at this rate it'll take 10 years to fill the orders. Of course, Paul Elio kind of addressed that too, because he said they go in 2018 when they start production. Within 6 months they'll be producing 1,000 a day. You hear me? Within 5 or 6 months, he said they'd be producing 1,000 Elios a day. Okay? If you believe in that, I don't know. The Tooth Fairy, I'm not negative on Elio. I really hope they produce the car. However, facts are facts. And let's look at a few. Okay, right now, this is today. Their stock is trading at $13.09 a share. You can go to Yahoo Finance, key in the trading symbol ELIO, and look at that stock performance for the past year or more. However long it's been out there. It hasn't been out there too long. Anyway, it's $13.09. The low has been, the 52-week low is $11.50. 52-week high is around $75. What really hurts them is there's no volume. None. There's no trading volume. None, hardly. It's like 7,500 shares a day average. That ain't poo-poo, okay? But having said that, when you look at the board members and the people that are on the management team, let's look here. Let's look at the major holders of the stock, okay, outside of the individuals. The major holders, there are no mutual funds holding it, no banks that I'm aware of. It doesn't show any. It says shares held by all outsiders, number of institutional holdings, none, zero. Anyway, Paul Elio has 5,245,000 shares. This is as of September the 23rd, 2016. Fairly current. That's their last SEC filing. Their next one will be for December, and it will appear in January. Elio Engineering has 12,750,000. And then there's a guy here that's an interesting fellow that you might want to check out. His name is Lichter, Lichter, Lichter Stewart, Stuart. He's got 5 million shares. He's got as many as Paul Elio. Well, I'm not sure if it's Stuart Lichter or Lichter Stewart. You can look it up. It's going to show, when you do a Google search, you'll find him. It'll show Lichter Stewart. He exists. And he's got 5 million shares. Well, Here's another thing. They've only got 19 employees. 19. And on September the 23rd, 2016, in their SEC filing, they showed that they had a total of 19 employees. 19. That's not a lot. Okay? And they're going to come up with enough people to produce 1,000 cars a day starting in a year. Maybe. I hear you. And also, these employees are in Phoenix, Arizona, apparently. But anyway, this guy, Lichter Stewart, or Stuart Lichter, I think is his name, he's a director. He's the chairman of the board since 2012. He also is the owner of a company called Industrial Realty Group. Check that one out. Industrial Realty Group. What they do, that company's has done it for years. They revitalize old factories. How coincidental? Wonder how they got the factory in Detroit and the one in Louisiana, or the one in Michigan and Louisiana. I'm not sure if it's in Detroit. That's what he did. He did deals and does deals on those things. So he runs into Paul Elio. Paul Elio says, hell, I've got this idea. They both live in Phoenix. Okay, so I'm sure they met in Phoenix, Arizona. That's just speculation on my part, but it looks like it because it says that Paul Elio was so down on his luck that he was actually roofing houses in Phoenix, Arizona. And it just so happens that Lichter Stewart lives in Phoenix, Arizona too, apparently. So anyway, they met somehow. And Elio's idea for a vehicle plus Lichter Stewart's idea for revitalizing factories kind of blends pretty good. But I don't know, man. There's something wrong there. I mean, not wrong, but the deal they did in Louisiana, they may lose that lease on that facility they got in Louisiana because they went in there. This Lichter Stewart, or Stuart Lichter, set up the whole operation. I'm sure Paul Elio doesn't know much about revitalizing old factories, so we know who does now, don't we? But anyway, this guy put together a deal. You know, Elio is going to build all these cars here. You know, we're going to lease this thing. I don't know how they did it, but it ended up they leased it with no money and went in and sold all the old equipment that was in the building for a few $1,000,000. And apparently that went down the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? And but anyway, it looks like that lease is going to go south on them. But also another thing that Lichter Stewart does, or Stuart Lichter does, and this is just stuff that I looked up because, you know, the chairman, the speed of the engine is the speed of the caboose, okay? The leadership determines where this corporation is headed. If the leadership is good quality, straight individuals, probably work out. Look at the other side of the coin. Anyway, in 2009, this guy, Lichter Stewart, or Stuart Lichter, I'm not sure which it is, he was sued and he lost the lawsuit, but it was related to the development, something to do with toxic and radioactive dump sites in the USA called International Risk Group. He's part of that too. And you know, that is a toughie there. And apparently the lawsuit he was into, he got involved with the politicians out in California. And anyway, the people that were suing him wanted to depose him. In other words, that's where they ask him a lot of questions. It's called a deposition. And he refused. He would not be, quote, deposed by the people that were suing him. And but anyway, he lost that lawsuit. Apparently, I'm basing this on internet information. So anyway, and that's the leader of the organization. This guy is involved in toxic waste dumps. The name of the corporation that he's involved in there is called International Risk Group, and the other company that he's involved with is called. He's the money man. I mean, he's the guy that put this whole thing together. I promise you that. The other one is called Industrial Realty Group that revitalizes old factories. So this guy is a solid businessman. He's going to do anything he can to make money. Is there anything wrong with that? That's the world we live in, folks. Now, would it be above any of these individuals to use Paul Elio to make money and use his idea to make money? I don't know, man. And you know, let's just look at the reality of it. Let's just say I'm the guy that revitalizes old factories, and I'm traveling around. And I run into this guy, Paul Elio, and he says, "Man, I got a hell of an idea for a three-wheeler vehicle with three-cylinder engine that we can sell for $7,500. I mean, I've already got all the numbers on it, all the specs on it, and all I need is a place to build it." Well, I I revitalize old factories. I just happen to know there's one in Louisiana and one in or two in Michigan that we can get a lease on for virtually nothing, and go in there and move some equipment. All we got to do is just put a little fairy dust on it. That means grease the hands of the politicians in the area, and we'll get it done. And they did it. They did a deal. And then where the ball really started rolling for them was when they issued the stock. You know, they did an initial public offering, the IPO, and their stock is traded on the over-the-counter market, NASDAQ over-the-counter market. And, you know, that stock ran up to about $75 a share. Well, you got to know that these people that have, you know, like Lichter Stewart's got 5 million shares as of September the 23rd. Well, if he's got 5 million shares, all he's got to do is every day somebody's buying 10,000 or 7,000 shares. You know, you just start selling off a couple of 3,000 a day at even at $10 a share. That's $30,000 a day, and gradually you end up with a few $1,000,000 because there's suckers born every day. You know, there's people that are watching the Elio stock, penny stock buyers and sellers. That's what they call them. And you know, all I can tell you is if you're thinking about putting money, if you already have money in it, that's the way that is. You can't do anything about that. But if you're thinking about buying the stock or putting money into it and waiting hopefully for a vehicle, don't put anything in it that you can't afford to lose. That's my opinion. In other words, if you can't afford to lose it, don't be putting your life savings into this thing and hoping that the tooth fairy is going to bring you a big winner. You know, I saw one comment. You know, you can go to the messages on the stock, you know, to see what people are saying, and you know, you go. It's called conversations. And this one guy said that, you know, he got got a good deal on the stock. I can't remember what he bought it for. Da 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 da. Well, he says he put up some here. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, it says, but seriously, there's a $347 million in market cap. Well, that's right. If you can sell the stock, you take 1,000,000 shares at $10 a share. That's a $10 million market cap. Can you get $10 a share if people start selling? Answer: no. It'll go to 1 real quick. Anyway, I wished I could find that comment by that guy, but I don't see it. But anyway, yeah, go and you can look at the comments, or they call it conversations now. Go to Elio Motors. The trading symbol is ELIO. Yahoo Finance. Look at conversations. Also look at the holders, and verify that what I'm saying is true. All I'm telling you is, folks, you Elio guys, I know it's exciting. It is a great looking little car. I was captured by it myself. I've been following it for a few years. And all I want to tell you is if you're going to put money into it, be careful. Anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy USA made when you can. Drink plenty of water, take deep breaths, walk for exercise, and keep your health. So you'll be here next year to get your Elio. How about that, guys? Get them, guys. Adios.